everyone, welcome to another episode of Kaphara's Courage. A pleasant morning to you, a pleasant afternoon to you. If it is in the evening you're seeing this video, a pleasant evening to you. Hope your day is going great. I hope that your Christmas is coming along nicely and all that you are asking for is granted, as long as it is in the will of the Lord. Today I want to drop by to say something real quick, and that is compare yourselves to no one. Say it with me. I will not compare myself with anyone. Okay, so as humans, we are nothing short of imperfections. And in those imperfections, we seem to like to compare ourselves to other imperfections. And we tend to level with persons who are less imperfect than us. So we would say, oh, well, at least I am not as bad as. At least I am not doing that. At least I did not do that. At least. Stop it. Stop comparing yourselves to people. More so, stop comparing yourselves to people of lesser standard, of lesser quality, of lesser, I'm not even going to say purpose, because everybody has a purpose. Some understands it, some are walking in it, some it takes them a little time to get into it. But the bottom line is, stop comparing. Stop comparing yourselves to others. God made each and every one of us unique, and He made us for a specific purpose. You ever hear the saying, say, every tick of them over bush, or every hoe of them tick a bush? It doesn't matter if you're small, you're tall, you're big, you're fat, you're slim, you're brown, you're black. Everybody has a purpose on this earth. My purpose is different than your purpose. Your purpose is different than my purpose. And sometimes we matriculate slower than others. Do not compare yourselves and say, oh, I am not this, I am not that. I find myself guilty of that sometimes, because sometimes when I realize that where I want to be in life at this age, at this stage, I am not there yet. But sometimes I have to grab myself and I have to put myself together and say, Farah, come on, you need to put yourself together. At a time appointed, it will happen. Everything happens in good time, and everything works according to the purpose of God, to them that are called according to His purpose and His will. As long as you have the drive, as long as you have the persistence, the ambition, the persistence to accomplish that which you have set out to do, and to see fulfill the mission that God has for you to do, then everything is going on fine, and it is working out just fine. Don't compare yourself to people. I cannot stress this enough. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not allow yourself to feel more inferior than how you're supposed to. You're not there yet. You have not yet accomplished. You may not have that shape that you see that person, that lady have, or you may not, you don't have that statue. You may not have a title, but we all have a function, and our function is to serve, and to serve in humility. Our function is to do the will of God. All of us have that function. Do not compare yourself to anybody. If it is in physical stature, do not compare your physiques to anybody else. And we tend to gravitate towards the negative more than the positive, because if 5 persons come up to you and say, oh, you're so beautiful, you look shape good, yeah, go on, blah blah, and 1 person come up to you and say, you don't look good, you're ugly, you're not shape good, you're this, you're that, that one negative thought, that one negative gesture, that one negative voice seem to have more impact on us than that of the 5. Because, talk truth, we are going to want to know what it is that they saw that this person is seeing differently. And sometimes we are not even looking at the light that probably the person can be, being envious or whatever. We're just looking at the negative thing that came out, and so it puts a dampen on our spirit. And we tend to compare ourselves to, oh my God, then what am I going to do to appear beautiful to this one negative voice? That is how we tend to react as humans. And I said this because I remember at 11 years old, that you don't have a care in the world. At 11 years old, I didn't have a care in the world, and to me, there was nothing about my body that was imperfect. There was nothing about my body that I didn't like, until one fine day somebody pointed out an imperfection on my body, and from that I became so self-conscious of my appearance and the way I look and how my body stay and all of that, to the point that even if my husband is looking at me and for a particular time, I started to give him the side eye, because I'm wondering, what is it that is imperfect on me that he's looking at? And sometimes you say, oh my God, I am just admiring you, you need to stop, Carrie, you need to stop, because of that one negative. And maybe when the person said it, I'm not sure, but when that person at 11 years old, it's like I draw myself into a corner, and I started to compare myself. I started to look at my body, and I started to look at other children, and it grew up in me in my teenage years. I started to look at myself, and I started to compare myself, and then I said, oh, all right, I'm not going to wear certain things because this is not going to fit me, because I am of a certain disposition or whatever. But let me tell you something. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Do not compare yourselves to anyone. You are unique. God make you fit somebody. You may not have the high qualifications that you really want to attain, but as I said, if you have the drive, the persistence, and the ambition, and you want to do it, you will do it, as long as the Lord is leading you in that direction. It will be accomplished. Don't worry about anybody. Just hear me out. Do not compare yourselves to anyone. You're beautiful. If you're black, you're beautiful. If you're brown, you're beautiful. You're manga, you're slim, you're fat, you have big belly, you have flat tummy. Whatever it is, you are beautiful. You are unique. Educated or not, you are unique. And let me tell you something. As if you're in the Lord, do not compare yourself to other Christians who are living less than what the Bible said they're supposed to live. You know, they have some Christians who say, oh, well, at least me never fornicate, well, at least me never tell lie. It is still sin. You're still comparing yourselves to sin. Do not compare yourselves to sin. Do not compare yourself to anything less than the standard of God. Aim for perfection. We're not going to get it yet, but aim for it. We are imperfect humans, and God loves us just the way we are. So do not compare yourselves to anyone. Have a blessed day, a blessed evening, a blessed night. Whenever you see this video, until next time when you tune in again to Kathar's Courage, have yourselves a blessed day, evening, or night. Peace.